Hello, beautiful souls. How are you guys doing? It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've posted any new videos. So here I am with another pick a card reading for you guys. This will also be a pre-shuffled pick a card reading. This, as you can see from the title, this is about who has a crush on you because I always do pick card readings. Just what comes to my head. They're very impromptu, very I try and listen to whatever I'm feeling that on that particular day, and whatever I feel like is a good thing to do, I sort of focus on that. And of course, this is going to be an interesting reading, first of all, because I believe that we're surrounded by so many people around us, right? It's not possible that nobody has a crush on us. It's just not possible. We may be unaware of it. Most of the time, we are unaware of it, and that's why I have this reading for you. So, if the personalities, the sort of their actions, and everything, whatever we're going to get into the reading, it's going to be in depth as usual. But I'll try. Usually, the videos are very long. So I'll still try to be stay focused and not drift away, not get distracted, and stick to the point, stick to the messages. What I'm thinking of is we'll look at the personalities where they possibly could be, like around in your family, or or in your friends, or at your as your colleagues, or whatever it is, the situation that they kind of have met you or something like that. So you can probably figure out, and sort of, if you have someone in your head already, and if you're confused, you're not sure if they really have a crush on you or not, maybe you can get some clarity through this reading, right? So I'll get back to you and with the pre-shuffled decks as usual, and I'll see you later, right away. So we are back with the three piles as usual. So we have pile one with this charcoal stone, pile two, the red stone, and pile three with the blue stone. Alright, so go ahead and pick your pile through numbers or with stones, or whatever, whichever way is your way of picking up the piles. I have already pre-shuffled all the cards, so we'll start with pile one. Hi pile one, so welcome back, and if you chose this charcoal stone, this is going to be your reading for who has a crush on you, and what are their feelings, what do they look like, what are their intentions, what they could probably be planning to do in the near future. We'll get into all of that, okay, right now. So let's see. So first question that I asked to the spirits was what this overall connection is about. What is the first thing that comes to your person's mind when they think about you, right? What is the most important thing that they want from this connection, that they're looking for in this connection? And we have the high priestess. So I feel like they're wanting it to be a very, very, right now I'm seeing it's a very mysterious connection. Maybe they do not know much about you guys, you do not know much about them, or maybe they're trying to hide their identity here as well. For some of you, you may not be aware of this person, who it is. For I'm also seeing this person is really trying to build up that courage to come and speak to you in the near future. So they're really working on themselves and their fears and their anxieties and their inhibitions. Maybe they're working on their confidence and self-esteem so they can really be prepared to come up to you and, express their feelings about you. With the High Priestess, I'm also seeing that there's something that they want you to know. They want you to know about them, or they want to know more about you. There's still something they feel. I feel like there's so much more to know. I feel like you guys are not on direct contact basis. There's not a lot of frequent conversation between you guys. I also feel this person really is a very, very highly sensitive. I am not going to say intuitive, but I feel like they can really feel the energy around you. They can really feel changes in their energy, in their vibe, in their behavior, in their actions whenever they're around you. So they're really taking note of all those things, that how you are sort of influencing them in a good or a bad way. Now that depends on each and every one of you, because this is a general reading. But what I'm strongly feeling is that, yeah, definitely for some of you guys, this person's really working on their fears, and this person is really um, wanting to gather that courage and speak up to you, come up to you, reach out to you, and really express how they feel about you. Next is the personality cards, which I've got from the energy oracles. So we're going to get into the kind of personality that they have, so it can be a little bit more helpful for you to maybe identify this person around you, right? So the first card that we have is Angel of Balance. This 48 number makes up to 12, which is number 3. So this is about the Empress, right, in the major arcana. And Angel of Balance here, to me, it feels like this person is a very well balanced person when it comes to their emotions and their mind. So there's a perfect balance between their mind and their heart. So they're not very impulsive, they're not way too sensitive, or overly sensitive. There's a perfect balance when it comes to this person's emotions and thought processes. I feel like this person also has a very clear, they have a lot of clarity in terms of this connection. They're very clear about what their heart desires and what their mind desires, and I feel like there's a balance there. I feel like they know they're working on this connection in a very practical way, and they do love you as well, or they have certain feelings for you, they like you. So there's this perfect balance between you and this person. There was a power cut, so I had to get back. Okay, yeah, so as I was saying, that with the Angel of Balance, your person is very well balanced, but I feel there's something there's something that they still feel is lacking in their life, and that's you. Now, I'm not being cliche, that's not my job, okay? But here, this is really like you can see the pyramids behind. It's like she is here looking for balance, or trying and maintaining that balance amidst a desert, which is just a barren land, right? So I feel like their life is like that desert. There's no flowers, there's no blossoming of love or something like that. Maybe they've gone through so much in their life, and now it's just them. I feel like they're very alone as well. Like maybe they do not have a lot of friends. They try and live in their own world, and they're in their own world. Yeah, I feel like I can see them daydreaming a lot, or just living in their own world and their own fantasies, doing their job, doing their work, everything, even socializing. But I feel like when this person goes back to their house, they're just by themselves. And that's where you come in here, Pile One, which is just like they want you to be that person who can actually be a part of their bigger life, right? A more personal, more private life. But I'm definitely seeing that this person is really well balanced between, even when it comes to their dreams and aspirations, and being grateful for what they have and being grounded. I feel like there's a perfect balance in general when it comes to this person's personality. Next up, we have a broken heart. It's in reverse here, so this could mean that it's because of you that they're healing. That they would have probably could, again, with the desert, it goes really well. That maybe someone's left them all by themselves. Someone's broken their heart, something like that, and they're trying to heal, and they've been working on it, and you are probably the reason, because of whom they're really sort of able to even want to move forward from that. But I'm definitely seeing, again, with the 9, I feel like they definitely were going through some difficult phase in their life, and they see you as someone who, maybe you have gone through similar experiences, but you've become a lot more stronger, and that's the reason this person is like, what, if they can do it, I can do it too. So I'm seeing a sense of inspiration, motivation. I'm seeing, it's like they're observing you and learning. right? So maybe they know that you've gone through a heartbreak, or you probably shared your experience, or it's just that it's because of you that this person is really willing to move forward from a past relationship that was hurtful, toxic, or even like, abusive for that matter. I feel this could be anything again, but I just feel like this person's definitely gone through a heartbreak in the recent past, or maybe in the past, but they see you as someone who can really bring in that balance in this person's life, who can restore this person's life to normal. And that's the reason that they're here for you. I feel like, again, you have such a strong personality here, Palwan, I feel, with the High Priestess, that this person really wants to even be like you. This person, and all this attraction and liking and love, maybe, all this is stemming from a source, a sense of inspiration, more than just like being, looking at your physical appearance, or your face, or physical attributes. I feel like this person's really gone deeper with the High Priestess. They really want to know you at a very deeper and intense level, and maybe they have seen certain things with the High Priestess, as I said, that they could be really good at observation, or analyzing certain things which people sort of tend to not look at. And I feel like they've really seen certain traits in you that have really made them realize the kind of person that you are, and the kind of influence that you have on them. We have attachment number 5 for this person as well. Yes. So this could be, as this card in, oops, you can see that here in this card, she's attached with the chain to this pillar, and she has a mask in her hand. So I feel like there's still something that's holding this person back. This could be their past relationship, past experiences, the pain. I feel like they really hide behind the mask, and they really try and be like all happy-go-lucky in front of everyone. But I feel like somewhere down the somewhere deep inside, that there's something wrong, or there's something more to this person here. Number 5 also represents change here, so I feel like they again are willing and wanting to break through from this attachment right here because of you. So I feel like they want to move forward. They're willing to remove off this mask off their face because of you. So I'm definitely seeing some highly motivational energy here. It's just like this person just feels so motivated and inspired by being around you. This could be at work, or being a friend who's gone through some really similar experiences, and maybe you've, so these dynamics could be different. This could be just a colleague, observing you from a distance, because I did mention that with the High Priestess there's probably higher chances of you not having a conversation, right? But I'm also seeing that this could be something like a friendship, a strong friendship, where you have seen each other go through the similar kind of journeys, and the way you have dealt with this situation is commendable. It's amazing, and that's the reason they are sort of falling in love with you. There are certain things that you've dealt with, that you do a certain way, that you did a certain way, and that's the reason this person has sort of started liking you in the first place. Let's look at what do they want from this relationship or this connection, whatever it is right now. Abundance. Wow, I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. How beautiful is that? As I said, that you guys, pile one, this person really has a huge crush on you. And I feel like they see you as their everything now. Because I feel maybe, you could have unintentionally really done a lot of good things for them. Or maybe you've really helped them, stand up every time they've fallen. So you've just been this is more than just physical attraction here, pile one. I feel like they want to do everything with you, and they want to give everything to you, and because they feel like you have given them way too much than what they ever expected. We have acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot challenge. To me, again, this is someone, because it's about you. So I feel like I feel like you're very compassionate. You're very understanding and accepting and loving towards people. You accept that there are certain situations which people don't have in their own control, and I feel like somewhere down the line, you've made this person realize the importance of acceptance as well. That it's okay to just let it be. It's okay to not have control over each and every little thing because that's not possible, right? Again, with acceptance, as I said, that this person could really feel that you've accepted them without any judgment or any bias towards them, right? You didn't judge them, you were nice to them, you accepted their challenges, and you were really open to help them as well, is what I'm seeing. Um, yeah, so that's that. Then the final card we have is relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. This makes so much sense by itself, right? That they definitely want to be with you here, pile one, because they can understand, or they now understand, that you are the one who really is serving their high purpose here. You have changed them for good. You've made them a better person. You've made them more confident. You've pulled them out from something that wasn't working for them, and they were stuck there. I feel like you've really, really made an effort to pull this person out of something really bad and terrible that happened to them, that was not able they were not able to move forward in life because of this, and you really helped them move forward. So this could be okay. And now I don't do this kind of a reading where it's like you can interchange, but I'm strongly feeling for this pile that even you can be the person who has a crush on someone else right now, and this could be all that you are feeling right now. So you can this consider this reading as a cross-watching reading as well, to see if you have a crush on someone and if your situation sort of matches to the other person, right? But majorly, this is about your crush. So let's see, what else do we have? This is about what could be the potential new things that are coming, or new changes that are coming in the near future. Confidence is your key to success. And that is with the high priestess, as I said. This is new moon in Leo. This is about gaining all that strength, gaining all that confidence, building up the courage, mustering up the courage to go up and speak to you, express their feelings, and all of that. So this is really about that energy where they're really working on themselves, their confidence, their feelings, being sure about their feelings, that this is the right time for them to really come up and propose to you. Surrender to the divine full moon. This is all about, I feel like they are willing to surrender, because I feel like they're still, right now they're in this surrender mode, because they really feel like they'll not be able to do as much as they wanted to, probably. And yeah, I feel like this person right here, they are more than willing to see how things unfold for them, rather than taking things under control, which is, and acceptance and surrender to the divine makes so much sense together, which is just like, that they have left it on the universe as to how things will unfold in terms of this situation. Also, that's what crushes our situations are like all the time. It's about just, not being able to express yourself, because we feel more safe and powerful when it's just us who know about it. So I feel like they're surrendered to the divine, so they're not planning right now to make any move as of now. But I feel like what they're working on is right now is to be more confident, be more aware, be more, just like at a better phase, at a better point in their life, so that they can really, really work on this connection, even if it's a friendship or something like that. I feel like they're really working on themselves to be able to make efforts in the first place towards this connection, pile one. Let's see what the tarot have to say for you. We have Page of Swords. So I said that they're working. This is very new for you, for them, for some of them, pile one. This is really new for them. maybe they've been rejected in the past because of their lack of experience, and now they're just like, you know what, I don't know how to do it. I'm not really sure how to go about it, but I'm still gonna figure it out, right? So, a Page of Swords energy to me here is about them sitting down and thinking as to how they can better themselves, how they can communicate more freely, more openly, how can they be more open and generous and compassionate about their feelings towards you, right? Being accepting, being able to even accept those feelings and then sort of expressing them to you. So I feel like there's this whole process that's going on in their head right now that they're really wanting to focus at, because we have the moon, right? We have the moon here, which speaks about your fears, their inhibitions, like their fears, their inhibitions, their questions. There's definitely some lack of clarity here with the Page of Swords and the Moon. There's definitely some lack of clarity that they're looking for in the first place. They're trying to figure out their own emotions. They're going very back and forth here when it comes to this connection. Sometimes they're just like, oh no, just because that person has made a huge impact in my life, I'm just thinking, it in this way. This is just in my head, and I don't really like this person. But then there are days when they're actually being realized how connected and how attached they are to you, or they've become to you, or how you have really become a part of their life, right? We have the astronomer here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And it's interesting that we also have the King of Pentacles. So we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. This could be about a soulmate connection here, which this person has in their head right now, right? That they feel that this is a soulmate connection. Again, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here, to me it seems that they see you as someone who's very patient, who's very calm, who's very even knowledgeable about how to use their finances in a good way, or how to make the best use of your finances and your resources, how to take care of things that you have already. All of that, I feel like, with the Queen of Pentacles or Queen of Spheres in this deck, I feel like they want to give you everything that you ever deserved or you wanted, because I feel like they have the potential to do this with the King of Pentacles. I feel like they're willing to give you everything that you ever wished for, and just because you've made such a huge impact on their lives right now. Pile one. What else do we have? We have Four of Wands. Yes, oh my god. Five of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Yes, absolutely. With the Five of Pentacles, this person definitely went through something here, pile one, and you have really helped them. Now, this could be directly or indirectly, but you have really, really helped them. Like, they were at such a vulnerable stage, I feel, where they couldn't even realize what's going on in their own life. And that was the phase when you really came out for the rescue and you really helped them, you took care of them. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a very supportive relationship here. Someone who was going through something terrible, in the recent past, and you sort of made sure. Another five card here. So there were some changes, some major positive changes that you brought in this person's life, brought to this person. And we have a Four of Wands. This is the manifesting card, 1111. This is about marriage, celebration, traveling. This is about having a strong foundation, building a strong foundation with the Four of Wands, right? Which are not going to move. So for some of you, I'm definitely seeing that this person is wanting to have a strong connection, a strong basis of this relationship. So maybe they would want to start with friendship, or if you guys are already friends, they could really be wanting to take it to another level here. I feel like this person feels that you brings that sense of stability to them by making them go through certain changes that they have to go through, right? We have Eight of Pentacles. This person, you really motivate them to work hard on their fears, emotions, work hard on their past experiences, work hard on maintaining that balance and healing themselves from something, and getting rid of this attachment here, whatever it is, so that they're finally able to bring in the abundance that they've been looking for by accepting and being grateful for what is there around you. When it comes to their relationship, especially, I feel like you were only the one who made them realize the importance and the power of surrender. Yeah. Again, with the High Priestess, confidence is the key to your success, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this person really wants to do something. This person really wants to thank you in different ways. In the sense that they're probably wanting to show you how successful they've become. They probably want to show you what they've written about you, but they've never shared it with someone. It's just like there's a lot of stuff that's kept hidden from you when it comes to this person in a good way, but I feel like this person is really thinking about expressing up and speaking up. We also have 5, 4, and 8. The 4 is about stability, 5 is about change, and 8 is about hard work. So in general, I feel like right, their focus is obviously to maintain this relationship or friendship or whatever this is, till the time that they can. They're really wanting to invest in this, all of that. But I feel like here they're ready to commit to you because you've seen the best and the worst of them. With the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like you've seen how dedicated, hardworking this person is, and on the other hand, you've sort of even seen this person go through their worst and the most emotionally draining moments. So I feel like you've seen it all. You've seen this whole spectrum here, pile one, and I feel like this person here, they really want to work on themselves. They really want to work on their communication skills. They really want to work on, being accepting and loving of where they are and what they have. So, yes, pile one, for you guys, that's what I have for you today. I feel like this person, you've made such a huge amount of change in this person's life that I'm just so excited and happy to be even able to do this reading, because this is so powerful. Like, my eyes are hurting right now. So this is really powerful. This is something that needs to be taken care of here. With the High Priestess and attachment, I still feel like there's still something that they're holding back to, which is sort of creating problems for them to move forward. But I feel like with the broken heart reversed, I feel like they're healing, and the reason of that healing is you somewhere or the other. So therefore, pile one, that's what I have for you. This is the person who has a crush on you, and you know what they're thinking about you, what they're planning to do, how did you influence them, and all of that. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Hi, pile two. So if you picked up the red stone, or the second pile, this is going to be a reading for who has a crush on you. What are their intentions? What are they feeling right now? What are they wanting to do? How do they perceive you? What kind of an influence or an effect you've had on this person to really force them to like you the way they do right now, right? Let me grab my water really quickly because I speak a lot, so I need a lot of water then. Okay, so straight up, the first question that I asked was, what is their overall energy towards this connection? What do they really feel about this connection? What is something that they feel about you or think about you when they first saw you, or every time they see you, or whenever they think about you, right? So it's that general energy around this connection with regards to your person here. We have the world. So I feel like they're waiting to finish something, or for something to finish and then begin a new journey here. This is the world card, if you can see. All right. So what I'm seeing here straight up is that your person here, first of all, is either waiting for something to end on their part. So this could be a relationship that hasn't been serving them lately, or this could be about even, ending their phase of being single and wanting to get into a new relationship. This is all about beginning something new, which makes so much sense because this is about crushes. So it's not necessarily the new beginning already, but it's about you're in that phase of contemplation and thinking and being confused about the other person, whether or not to get into a relationship or not, all of those questions. I feel like here your person is definitely expecting some sort of movement in this connection. Either you could be with someone and they're wanting you to sort of get out of that relationship, either they're in a relationship and they want to move out, or it's just that you both of you guys have could be friends or colleagues, that you've been single for so long and now you're just like, this person is like, I want to sort of be with this person and put an end to the phase of being single, or this journey of being single for so long. What's their personality like? The world again. We have the world again, guys. All right. So here I'm seeing like they're very socializing. They're very chirpy, like a chatterbox. They speak a lot. They observe a lot. They tend to look at things differently. They have a very different view on the world. They're very unconventional. I feel like they can see certain things which other people tend to ignore, or they think that's not important, but they sort of pick those tidbits from here and there, and they sort of create this whole completely new universe in their own head, which is actually a part of the reality, right? They're not hallucinating or having illusions or daydreaming, but it's just like their way of looking at world is completely different from maybe your way of looking or the general way of people looking at the world, right? I'm also seeing that this person is someone who can really, really who's helped people all the time that they need them. So they could be very kind and compassionate. They could be very observant and patient. And I'm also seeing that they live in their own world here, pile two. Let's see what else do we have. We have third chakra, Archangel Camilo. So to me, this is about their desires. I feel like they're highly driven, they're highly ambitious as well. They have a lot of goals, dreams, and aspirations. They're very, very ambitious, highly ambitious. And another 10 card, because it's 37 makes up to 10, which is also about endings, and we have 2 world card. So there's definitely a huge feeling where I'm seeing that this person wants things to end a certain way for them to be able to begin something new. I feel like they're not very comfortable here, or they're feeling the stagnant energy now and they're willing to move forward and gain that momentum and that freshness of breath of new year, right? But I'm also seeing emotional fulfillment. So I feel like this person could be again very sensitive. This person could be very emotional, or they see you as someone who can really fulfill all their emotional desires and all of that stuff. We have a journey, number 2. This is also about new beginnings, right? Journey, moving forward. And as I said, so this person is really wanting to move forward with you guys, take it to another level for some of you, start from scratch for the other of you. But I'm just seeing this overall energy where there's something that this person feels like it's not serving them anymore. Maybe being quiet and not expressive about themselves and how they feel. Or maybe they've been wanting to they've been still trying to hold back to a toxic relationship, but now they realize that it's time for them to leave and move on. So there could be a lot of different things, but the overall energy that I'm seeing here is of someone who wants something to end to bring in the new, because there is a sense of stagnation, there's a sense of worry, there's a sense of just like not being comfortable with where they are. So I feel like right now is the point or the time where this person is really willing and wanting to go through some changes, especially emotionally, I'm seeing here, which could really help them move forward in their journey, right? Let's see what's coming. Oh no, let's see how did they perceive you? Okay, that was the question. How did they perceive you, and what did they think about you, and how did you impacted them, all of that. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So maybe in the past they were not as open and straightforward as they are now, and maybe because of that you went ahead with someone else, or there was some other person who went ahead with somebody else, and then they realized that the fact that they were not able to speak up their own mind, that's the reason sort of these things folded out or panned out the way they did, right? So I feel like now again with this card with the failure and how they perceive you, I feel like you've gone through so many hardships in your life, and you've really, really considered them as learnings and opportunities rather than just failures and being sad about it and cry about it. So I feel like this person is really with the world here, with the journey, I feel this person is really influenced. You have really influenced this person to sort of look at things differently, be it their failure, be it starting from scratch, be it when you're stuck somewhere in the middle, whatever it is. I feel like this person has made you realize the importance of looking things differently, probably in a little more positive way, right? Um, Up next, we have surrender. Wow, I can release my need to control. Yes, as I said, that this person has sort of made you, you have made this person realize that not everything is in your control. Sometimes failures and success are a part of your learnings, right? They're a part of your learnings. You need to learn from them and you need to grow. So I feel like that is something that this person has, you have really influenced them highly in terms of this situation. What next? Do we have perseverance? I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Again, with that third chakra, Archangel Cameo energy and the journey energy, which is like, you know what, I'm going to stay calm, I'm going to stay still, I'm going to put in all my efforts, and I'm going to get this done. So, this is that kind of an energy again. And that goes again so well with failure, surrender, and, failure and surrender, which is like, you need to surrender to the universe until you receive certain things. That's okay, but you need to always keep trying. You will try, you'll surrender. You'll try, you'll surrender. And not worry about the outcome or the consequences, whether it'll be a failure or a success. And that's where all that perseverance really comes from as well for you. Prior to, I feel like you could again be someone who's really patient, really calm and composed, very thoughtful about all the actions that you need to do in your life or in that particular day, is what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else do we have here. Communication is key. Hmm. Putting yourself across there, putting your messages, speaking up your mind. New Moon in Gemini is great because this is all about setting in, those boundaries when it comes to saying yes or no to people. It's also about focusing on yourself and how you feel about yourself and the other world than the others. I feel like there's also a really good time where this person is wanting to have a lot of conversation with you. I feel like maybe they haven't been able to in the recent past with the failure card, the surrender, and the perseverance. I feel like you've still been taking things slowly, and that's the reason maybe you haven't had enough conversation with this person. But we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus and Gemini. So we have a lot of new moon energy, which is about new beginnings, new intentions, and we have Gemini and Taurus, right? So this to me really, really speaks about 1,000 words about just like how they're wanting and willing to take the action, especially when it comes to making the first move or wanting to speak, about how they really feel in this connection. We have Three of Pentacles reversed. This could be about them not wanting to take somebody else's help when it comes to this connection. They want to take it all by themselves. They want to do it all by themselves. They don't want, maybe this could also be about someone who has not had any experience in dating or in relationships before. So this could be that as well. Again, this could be something where there's just lack of team, like they just feel like this is not the time or the right situation where their team or their parents or their family or friends could help them, because they're still figuring it out, right? With the surrender card here, we also have the surrender card for pile 1 as well, so maybe you want to go and watch that reading as well. But here what I'm seeing with the Three of Pentacles is that your person is willing to take the risk to probably even dismantle the stuff that they've built and start from scratch, right, with the world. So maybe you started on a wrong note for some of you, and that's why we also have failure here. So maybe you started on a very different note, a very wrong note, but now this person really wants to change the history or wants to change things with you. We also have the Knight of Swords. This is about someone who has a lot of thinking issues, let me just put it that way. This is just like someone being way too impulsive and way too, you know, overly protected, way too possessive, and constantly thinking about the person or something like that. What I'm seeing, that they're constantly speaking about you, they're ever ready to speak to you, they're always ready to speak to you. But I still feel there's something that they're missing, so they need to probably slow down. There could be some hints of how to make things better and all of that. But there's definitely something which I feel like with the Knight of Swords that there's definitely this person really wants to rush into things and just get things done, get married probably or something like that, because we do have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So again, as I said, that this could be something that's really different and new for this person. Again, I feel like pile 1 and pile 2 can really be connected, so you might want to check that out as well. um, what I'm also seeing with the Page of Cups is, again, they're living in their own world right now and they're not able to put in enough effort as they would really do. Just because they're not experienced in it, just because they probably haven't been with someone before, right? Or something like that. So that is that there. Then we have Ten of Cups. So this is definitely about, a happy family relationship, commitment, and being happy and content with where you are and what you have. That kind of an energy, which is just great, because I feel like this person really wants something more bigger than you. They're looking at a different picture here. They're looking at the the higher time here. They're looking at the clock. They're looking at the time and everything and where it's going. I'm just seeing that with the world, I feel like they're looking at things differently. They're wanting to do things differently. They're wanting to behave in a certain way. They're wanting to act in a certain way so that it doesn't come out that they have a crush on you, but it eventually will. We have the Ace of Swords. So this is about, again, gaining that clarity, having some new conversations with you yourself or the loved ones that you have or this person. But Ace of Swords is about bringing in that much needed clarity. It's also about, I feel like, weighing down both the sides' point of views. We also have Knight of Rods upright, which speaks about confidence and willing to conquer and achieve, right? And we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So maybe this person, you could have met this person at workplace, but I'm seeing that this person was tired of just being a friend, maybe, or just being like a colleague or something like that. And I feel like this person is wanting to sort of move towards you, or probably take some time off from their daily routine, from their daily hassles, and really be with you. That's what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. So finally, pile 3, welcome. If you chose the blue stone, this is going to be a reading for who has a crush on you, and what their situation is like, what they're feeling, what their actions are probably going to be, what is the reason? What is the reason behind them having a crush on you? All of those things, we'll get into that. So the first card is about the overall energy that they feel, overall feelings or thoughts that they have when they think about you or this situation that they are in, right? So, wow, we have the Magician. So, straight up, I feel like this person is manifesting you. There's someone out there who's manifesting you in their life. And they're doing it with all their heart. I feel like they're very confident about the fact that they can really be with you. So, this could be a friend, right? Who who knows you inside out, and they sort of know how to get things done, how to deal with you and all of that, like in a good way. So they know you. So this could be someone who really knows you, or this could be someone who's absolutely unaware that you as an individual even exist, but they're trying to manifest you as a person. They're trying to manifest you because of your qualities, right? So this is just like how you are not with someone, right? But you have this manifestation process of writing the qualities about your man or about your woman, and you're sort of meditating with it on a daily basis, and you're trying to manifest it, right? Or something like that. However you would like to manifest. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes someone's not actually sort of manifesting you just because they know you. I feel like sometimes there are people who are manifesting you because of your qualities, because of your traits, and you guys could absolutely be unaware of both of yours existence. So this situation, especially here, I feel like it doesn't have to be someone who you really know or you've really come across, right? This could be completely new person in your life. But for some of you, yes, I'm definitely seeing that there's someone who's like really, really wanting to be with you, and they're really manifesting, knowingly or unknowingly, they're really manifesting you in their life. Let's see what their personality is like. We have woman holding a coin reverse, so I feel like they're not very money minded, in the sense that this is a woman, like she doesn't have to be probably someone who's wanting to be getting married to, or be with someone who's very rich or like a gold digger or something like that. But I feel like, again, I feel like they're very, even if they have so much, I feel like this person is more spiritual, and not just like, oh, they have to wear they have to not get married or something like that, or something, they have to be completely separate from the materialistic world. No, it's just that this person is very mature. I feel they're very mature, and with the black cat here, I'm definitely seeing this could be someone who's very spiritual. Like, even if they have a lot of money, they're very grounded. That money doesn't really affect them. It's just there. Or maybe there's something that they really love doing, and I feel like they're just great at manifestation here, pile two. Whatever it is, if it is love or money, I feel like they really attract and manifest it in their life. So probably earning money or being with someone is not their ulterior or the only motive here, but I feel like they're working towards something else, and these things are sort of getting drawn into their life as a consequence of that. So they're not necessarily manifesting money, but they're probably manifesting a dream career or a job, and then they're working hard towards it, and that's how they're manifesting it in their life, and they have, right? So this is like that. So I feel like this person is an amazing manifester. First of all, we have storm warning. Oh, okay. So, I feel like there's so much going on inside this person. I feel like they've gone through a lot of struggles. Um, yeah, I'm seeing that message again, which I predicted for once this with this card. I feel like there was too much, there was so much stuff that was hidden within this person, and then you entered this person's life, and then everything just came up to the surface, and now they have to deal with it, and they're not feeling comfortable, because this could also be a process of their spiritual awakening here. But I just feel like they were really trying to suppress certain things, certain emotions, certain feelings. But when you came into their life, everything changed, and you brought everything to the surface here. So I feel like it was a chaos now, after the tornado, or whatever you want to call this, right? Everything's a mess around you. So this person, I feel like they're not able to really deal with this connection right now, because it's so strong, and it was so sudden, and they weren't expecting it, because I feel like they were probably focusing on something else, especially like their career or something with the magician. So I feel like with this person, it happened very unexpectedly and very unnaturally, very naturally, sorry, without even knowing, and then suddenly hits them one day, and they're like, "Oh no, this is not what I was looking for, or this is not what I wanted." Or they're like, I didn't even think about it, and I don't want it because I'm not comfortable now being with this person, or whatever this is. I just feel like this situation is very unexpected for this person. This love that the fact that maybe the way you've entered into this person, you've really influenced them in a different way, or maybe your encounters have been really, really intense. They, whenever they see you around you, there's something from within that they just start feeling uncomfortable, not in a bad way, but there's some sense of awakening that's wanting to come up to the surface, which they've been constantly suppressing, I feel. Because again, with the magician, I feel like they're control freaks. They're very controlling. They want everything to be done a certain way, everything to be happening in a certain way. And now that there's this tornado, there's this storm, which is very unexpected, they're feeling like they're losing control over the situation. But they're trying their best again, to sort of gain that control, to manipulate things, do things their own way. I feel like for some of you, I don't know, I just got this in my head, so I'm gonna say it. For some of you, I feel like this person could even be just pretending that they do not have money, but they have a lot of money because they're probably testing you, or they're just wanting to get rid of you. But you're not gonna go anywhere anytime soon here. Pile three. Let's see what else do we have. We have blossoming abundance reverse. Yes, I told you. Now, blossoming abundance reverse does not mean that there is no abundance. Here, what I'm seeing is that this person has everything in their life, but they're still sort of faking it in front of you that, you know what, I have nothing in my life, I'm just working, I'm trying to figure things out, all of that to sort of push you away here. I feel. I feel like they're not even aware that they have a crush on you right now. Pile 3. This is intense and this is something bigger than crush. There's some spiritual awakening involved. There's a lot of cleaning up the mess, shadow work involved here. Um, yeah. And I feel like maybe for some reason your person has been the reason themselves to be blocking this abundance here, and I feel like this abundance here is speaking about you being a part of their life, and I feel like they have been intentionally resisting you, pushing you away, and that's the reason I feel like that's what the universe is trying to do, right? They're wanting, I'm definitely sure for some of you, this person definitely is trying to suppress their feelings. For some of you, you could even have some name in your mind already because I feel like you've been noticing their weird behaviors in the recent past. If not, if this pile isn't resonating at all for you guys, maybe you want to check out some other piles because this is a really strong message that I'm seeing here. That there's someone who even you have a little doubt about that they probably might have a crush on you, right? But they are living in a constant state of denial with the woman holding a coin in reverse and the blossoming abundance. They're just not willing to accept that there's something like that in their life existing, something called love or something like they don't want to believe. I feel like again with the magician, as I said, that this person's probably used to being living alone or just by themselves or being self-sufficient and self-reliant. But again with the magician, they're tricking themselves, they're trying to trick themselves, they're trying to lie to themselves that they don't have a crush on you, but it's not true. Yeah, and with the storm warning, this is just like the universe is sort of unfolding things the way it is to bring things to the surface and help this person really realize the kind of mess that they're in. And just because there's you have with storm warning, I'm again seeing that just because there you have presented yourself in a beautiful way with the magician does not mean that you are absolutely fine or you don't need to be worked at, right? I feel like with the magician, what everyone perceives is someone who's oh so perfect. Oh, he's a manifester. Oh, he or she can achieve everything and anything and everything. But what we do not realize is that being a magician is not that easy, right? You need to really deal with all the light and the shadow side of yourself, especially the shadow self. There's a lot of spiritual awakening, spiritual realizations, and spiritual, um, you know, just like leveling up that needs to be done, that you need to go through to reach this phase of magician. And I feel like this person has been unintentionally trying to suppress that. And that's the reason you're here. You're here to make this person realize that what's wrong, what's going wrong. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. This is again how do they perceive you or how they have affected you. So I feel like yes, I feel like for some of you, you guys could really have a very great sense of humor. You guys can really have you don't take life very seriously, which is great because with the magician, as I said, that they're probably someone who's stressed a lot, who are control freaks. They want everything to happen a certain way, and that's not how life is. Like I feel like they're very serious. They're very, very serious when it comes to their career, their profession, their life, everything. And you are someone who's there to bring in that hint of humor in their life, right? So, which is equally important, if I may say so. The next card up that we have is happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Yeah, humor, happiness. I feel like this person is dead serious. Oh my god. This person's just like, I don't know, for some of you, as I said, that they could have a lot of money, but they're just pretending that they don't have money. They're testing you, or they could just be someone who has a lot of money, but they're like bitchy about it, right? They're just like mean. And again, with the blossoming abundance in reverse, I feel like they're just like, they're probably trying to be a bad person here. They're probably trying to pretend that they're bad and rude and mean, but they're not. Maybe they are. Yes, for some of you, maybe they are. And there's crazy wind blowing out today, so the doors are banging around the neighbors and everywhere. But it's nice, the weather is nice. So we have humor and happiness. I feel like this person really, as I said with the storm warning, that this person has definitely probably gone through a lot of difficult experiences in the past as well. But when it comes to this situation, I feel like they're not willing to accept here in the first place. They're not willing to accept that they have a crush on you, they have feelings for you. And you, on the other side, take things very lightly and very, like, not so seriously. So maybe if this person has even tried to express to you that, oh, they feel certain things for you, maybe you didn't take them very seriously, and now they're pissed at you for some reason. We also have loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Yes. So yeah, as I said, I'm getting a very similar vibe here, which is like, this person's just like someone who lives in their own world, who lives in their own mind, and they're not very expressive, not very, like, their emotional health is not in a great state. Let me just put it that way. There's lack of humor and happiness, and their life is full. I feel like even if they have so many people around them who are there to support them and help them, right, with this card, I feel like they're not even willing to take that support and help, because again, they're self-made here with the magician. They don't want anybody's help. Oh, this is an interesting personality here, pile three, that you're dealing with, if you are. Okay. And let me tell you, okay. So this is what I've seen. Like, the harder the person tries to sort of be more rigid and stubborn and tough and mean and rude, they're the most emotional and expressive and sensitive people. Now, I'm not making this up because I've seen a drama or something, but this is true. Because I feel like only those people hide their true self. And again, with the magician is also has a reputation of being a trickster, right? Playing around tricks and manipulating the situations and people, not being honest. I feel like this person is really trying to hide their true self from you, maybe just from you, maybe from the whole world. And they're like, oh, I'm mean, I'm bad, I'm rude, don't be around me, because they have this huge wall around them and they don't want anyone to cross that. The fact that you have the humor and happiness card here with you and how you affect them, I feel like they will realize at some point that there is something that's lacking in their life, and that's humor and happiness, and that's where you come in and you bring that lighter side of life, that joy, that happiness in this person's life. uh, you know just like, yeah, I feel like somewhere deep down this person really wants to be with someone like you who can really lighten up their life. you know um, Again, with the storm warning, I feel like this person is definitely dealing with a lot of shadow aspects here as well. Um, we have new moon eclipse. Expect powerful changes. So this could be about this is about the possible future actions. I feel like this could be some realization. There's this beautiful colors coming out of this card behind the eclipse. So it's just like, this is new moon eclipse, so it's hidden, right? But once this eclipse gets over, there's this brightness and light. So I feel like this person can probably realize their feelings for you or realize the value or importance of you in their life. And we have Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. Wow, and this is beautiful. I love this card. I love this card. Look at how beautiful it is. So to me, this is like maybe you have a person in your head right now, and you're just like, oh, that's not possible. No, 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 that's not possible. He can't be that person. But let me tell you, he is that person for most of you, because here it's just because of their personality and the fact that they've been hiding their real self from you and probably from the whole world. That does not mean that they don't feel those things for you. And I feel like, again, with expect powerful changes here, I feel like this person is going to realize how they feel about you sooner or later. Let's get into the cards and let's see what we have for you. We have a Two of Pentacles. Yes, this person is definitely dealing with something again with that, Two of Pentacles in the classic Llewellyn's tarot is like, again, another magician who's playing certain tricks, trying to juggle and all of that. So I'm seeing here they're trying to juggle between being true to this image and personality they've created for this whole world, and the personality that is now trying to come up to the surface because of this storm warning here. So they're trying to sort of maintain that balance and suppress the side, but there are going to be powerful changes, so this will come out. Like, they will lose this balance and things will come up to the surface and they will have to deal with this. Next up, we have Judgment. So with Judgment here, again, with the storm warning, Judgment is some card that to me is more about healing, right? It's about that cleanup process, that this is the last warning for you guys, whether you want to clean up the mess and move forward or you just want to stay here. This is just like, when your mom's like, you know what, you either clean up the room. So unless you're not going to clean up the room, you're not going to get the food or the dessert or the amazing whatever ice cream, whatever it is, right? So here the spirits guides are speaking to this person in the sense that, you know what, there's so much mess going around you and you're not being honest to yourself, you're not letting yourself express yourself, whatever this is. Now you either deal with this or you're stuck here forever. So again, there's this sense of confusion, there's a sense of lack of balance here with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is really trying to heal, and I feel like whatever the situation is, there are definitely some terrible experiences in the past that this person has gone through, some really challenging experiences as well, and I feel like that's the reason that whatever those aspects, this could be some childhood issues as well, some family issues for you guys, for them. And I feel like they've been really suppressing those, but it's time for them to really open up that treasure box and really feel that pain and live it and then release it. And that's going to help them heal from this. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is again about bringing in something new in the practical world, tapping into some new things, trying to, and again, being a little logical here, being a little bit more in terms of problem solving. So here this person could really be like, okay, you know what, this is a problem and I'm going to work, whatever I could do to solve this problem. And we have Two of Cups here, which is amazing. So I feel like you are here in this person's life for a bigger reason, not just when it comes to just like love, but I feel like your love is something that can really heal this person here. With the Judgment, I feel like their feelings towards you, now that you've sort of stirred up those emotions right in this person's heart, I feel like those emotions, when they will reach up to that surface, when they will come up to the surface, they are happy emotions, right? And I feel like that's going to really give them that push to be able to really deal with other negative emotions and experiences that they've had in the past as well. So again, a very strong and powerful connection here. We have Eight of Cups here. This is about moving forward, right? It's about moving on. It's about making, this is about, I feel like here with the Eight of Cups, there's one cup missing as usual. We can see in the center right here. I feel like there was something that they were ignoring, and that they were suppressing, they were not paying attention to, and they just kept moving forward, and it just kept haunting them again and again. They were like wearing this cloak, sort of trying to hide their identity, trying, as I said, not being their true self with this red cloak. And again, with the magician, she's wearing a red sari dress here, so which is again, red is again, and the judgment here, we have a lot of red here when it comes to the energy. So I feel like with red, I feel like there's definitely some dark emotions that they've been dealing with, but I feel like whatever this is, this could be very emotional as well, because red represents love and passion. So this could be about a past relationship that has sort of left them broken like that, or this could be about definitely some parental issues or family issues that they've gone through. We have a nine of wands. Wow. So this is about this connection really helping and making this person continue and move forward, and rather not run away from it, but rather to deal with this. Nine of wands is like, no matter what, how difficult the situation is, no matter how difficult these emotions are, they will still be able to gather up that courage, get into that warrior costume again, a lot of red here, and face those fears and inhibitions and issues and emotions that have been holding them back. And we have 10 of cups. Now 10 of cups is about a potential, an unlimited potential for this connection, and this is also about sort of teamwork to me. This is about you and your person probably just really helping this person overcome all their fears, especially when it comes to their emotions, emotional issues in their life. Again, with the Ten of Cups in the classic Rider-Waite, we have a family. So I feel like for some of you, this person could definitely be dealing with some family issues in the past. And I feel like you can really, or this connection, somewhere deep down internally, this person knows that you are the one who can really help them face this situation and problem. And that's what's really making them, making their heart move towards you, making their soul move towards you. But they're magicians, so they're control freaks. They want everything to happen their own way, the way they want it to happen. So there's that conflict between what the universe has planned and what they are planning to do. But I feel like this person really needs to deal with something that's been bothering them, and I feel like you can really, really help this person when it comes to that. And I feel like that's where this connection can really begin to move forward, when they will realize that there's someone out there who can really, really help them be the real version of themselves, where in front of whom they do not have to put up this facade and this face mask. Like, they don't have to hide their true self in front of you. The day they realize that, that's going to be the most happening day, because as I said, they're very lonely here. They're very lonely. They do not have anyone to share their feelings with, to share their problems with, um, because I feel like people don't understand the challenges of this person. Maybe you are going to be someone with the blossoming abundance and woman holding a coin. So someone at workplace, majorly I'm seeing majorly at workplace, or this could be about someone who you've met very unexpectedly. Or it was not a very natural friendship or natural progression. It's not even a friendship. This is just something awkward and weird, because it's in the middle of something and nothing, right? So there is no name to it yet, but it's not just nothing. So there's this middle awkward situation that you're in right now. But I feel like this person really, really wants to be with you. It's just that they're dealing with their own shit right now here, and I feel like they cannot even deal with this just by themselves, but they need to they would really require your help here, pile 3, but I feel like they're still going to take some time until all this feelings and everything this comes to the surface, and they actually realize that you can be someone who can really help them move forward with whatever this is, and you can you can really help them to change their lives with the powerful changes card that we have. Expect powerful changes here and believe in the impossible. I feel like maybe even this person, used to feel that, or still feels that, now nothing's going to happen. Like, they probably have to stay away from their family, or they probably just have to keep running from the whole world, hiding their true self and all of that. They even this is like really impossible for them as well. So I feel like there's something so much more intense going on in this connection here, pile 3. Now this may or may not resonate, and take what message like resonates with you and leave the rest, because this is a general reading. Maybe we have different messages for so many people around the world who are watching this video, but there's definitely this person is still going through the process of realizing whether they feel certain things for you or not. And I feel like once they realize it, they're never going to let you go, because they know how badly they want you to be with them. Because you are going to see them the way no one has ever seen them before. And that's what's special, and that's what makes this the most beautiful reading that I've done today. So thank you so much, pile 3. Hope it resonated, and do let me know. Thank you for being here. I haven't been posting a lot of the videos recently. I've been caught up in work with my other work, and I've also not been feeling really well, but I really wanted to do this. I felt like doing this, so here you go. And yes, just be patient, a little bit more patient with me, and I'll be posting interesting readings in the future as well. So keep an eye for that one. Thank you so much. If you're new, please do subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you never miss an update on these amazing readings when it comes to your person, how they're feeling, and other career and work related readings as well, which I put across often, right? If you did miss my previous video, go check that out as well. I made some important announcements. I'm not gonna continue my weekly readings. Rather, I'm going to do the moon phase readings, which is going to be, I'm going to be putting 2 readings per month, which is going to be the full moon reading and the new moon reading for the collective. And yeah, so that's the sort of format of the videos. And again, these pick a card readings, especially when it comes to relationships and your work, maybe for your spiritual awakenings and spiritual journey as well. I will get into that as well someday. But for now, that's what I have for you. So thank you so much for sticking around. Love you guys.